Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Air signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes to this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Just a note, please do not fall for any scammers who try to solicit for private readings. I will never solicit for private readings. I will never email you first or contact you first. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in that, you can find the information about those private readings in the About section on my YouTube page. So air signs. This reading is going to be about the person on your mind. So that person could be a crush or a spouse, a family member, a sibling, a friend, a coworker, boss, a person in spirit. Not going to know until we get to the reading. So just think of that person on your mind right now. For your reading, I'm going to be using this Lenormand deck by Lamucci Design that I found on Etsy. I'm just going to be using it as to take a temperature on the energy of the person, but not as a strict Lenormand deck. And for your tarot, I'm going to be using the Pulp Tarot, which is a lot of fun. So air signs, I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you guys got a chance to watch the love readings I put out for each of your signs and that something resonated. All right, let's see. For the air sign spirit, for the air signs, 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for the clarifiers. In the other 2 readings I've done already, I did pull even more cards for clarifiers, so we'll see what happens for you guys. You got the ship. So number 3, which is the Empress card in the tarot. The ship is, even from the perspective of how this is drawn, where the viewer sits with regards to the composition of the image, the ship kind of looks like larger than life, like it's about to kind of almost overtake you. So maybe this person has something to do with, maybe this person is a water sign. They have something to do with boating, ships. Maybe they're a captain of something in some way. Maybe they like to be on the water. Maybe you see this person as a little bit of larger than life. Maybe you see this person as transient, that they're always traveling somewhere. Take it as it resonates. Okay, so I'm going to pull your tarot for you. I always shuffle the cards. I never pick. Like, I always let them pop out. Okay. So 4 cards on the ground already. 4 more for your clarifiers. I don't use this deck very much, so it's a little unbendy. Okay. Okay, so air signs. In true air sign fashion, we started off with 2 cards that are in your air element, which is the swords in tarot. Swords represent the thinking mind, the cerebral, the rational, gathering information, fact-finding, strategic thinking. Why was that so difficult to say? So the first position is what you're thinking regarding this person on your mind. You got the 4 of Swords in reverse, and it's clarified by the 3 of Swords. So that's a synchronicity even unto itself, the fact that you have 3 and 4 of the same suit together. Whenever you have kind of a progression of numbers, it's also considered a synchronicity because it represents a kind of connection between like an elevation of action. right? A progression. So you did get the Four of Swords in the reverse. I just wanted to show you what it looks like in the upright. The Four of Swords in the upright would usually talk about a recuperation period, a rest after this, after a heartbreak that you may have had. So perhaps what you're thinking right now is that the person on your mind could have been somebody who broke your heart, somebody who disappointed you, who you had high hopes for, high expectations. And you know, this could be your child. It doesn't have to be a romantic, you know, maybe you have a grown child that you had high hopes for and they just let you down. Or it could be a coworker that, you know, you thought you could trust and they betrayed you. Take it as it resonates. But I see such a sadness in this card. I think it's also with the clouds in the background. It feels much like the day that we're having outside my window right now. It's very rainy, kind of dark and moody and cloudy. Four of Swords in the reverse, though, it's kind of like that period where you might have taken time out to regather your strength, recuperate, reinvigorate yourself, and you took time out from the world. You're kind of stepping out of that energy right now. It's like you've woken up to something. You've woken up to the reality of someone, the reality of a situation. But this person, I mean, you put a lot of thought into it. So I see the Nine of Wands in the next card that I'm about to show you. But I don't see the Nine of Swords here. So it's not like a nightmare energy. It's like this person, they might have hurt you a lot, but they didn't destroy you. Not at all. I also see this as maybe it was somebody who was sick. Maybe you were sick and you recuperated. I wanted to say that we can make ourselves sick with too much worry. So Spirit wanted me to say that. Don't make yourself sick with worry. In what they're going through, what this person on your mind is going through. You got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This showed up in the fire sign reading. They got all Wands cards. It was crazy. That was a crazy reading. The Nine of Wands in the upright talks about the wounded warrior kind of living to fight another day. But they got this card in the reverse. So this person is clarified by the Six of Cups, which is the card of nostalgia. Maybe they're on their way to giving up on this connection with you. They saw something or they saw some energy with you that was full of happy times. Like there's a brother and sister here kind of exchanging a cup of love. Cups of love, right? Kind of shows this happy situation, although the coloring on this card is very disconcerting, is the word I wanted to say. Monochromatic to a certain extent, and very disconcerting. Like, it's not just seeing, sometimes they call this the card of nostalgia and seeing things with rose-colored glasses. It's like beyond that, though. It's distortion. Distortion, that they're looking back on a past with you with a distorted perspective. But they're kind of in this place of they're about to give up. Maybe because they know full well what they did to you, right? You know, take it as it resonates. I just heard, well, maybe you did that to them. Take it as it resonates. I'm just delivering the message. This is an easy energy. It's something that I feel that they're kind of they're plagued by the memory of something. Could be a specific memory that they keep replaying over and over and over in their head. But the more they play it over in their head, it's almost like, you know, memory is not the most, it's not reliable at all. We create memories over time. Like the minute something happens, we start to, you know, it's that classic idea of like 5 witnesses to a crime, and you ask everybody what they remember, and it's going to be slightly different with each person, if not radically different, because the person is coming from their own unique perspective on an event that happened. And I want to say, because these 2 cards are sitting next to each other on my table, that it's almost like you remember something one way and they remember it another. And that's very important to note. They heard there's their truth, your truth, and the actual truth. And all of those things can be independent from each other. And as an air sign, especially the Libras out there, right? Like the truth is of the utmost importance and balance. There's some kind of karmic balance coming into play right now, and I think that this other person is like paying their dues. And that might simply mean, that would simply mean like losing your friendship. It could be as simple as that, which is not a simple thing, but it's not like, you know, a terrible thing is going to happen. No. I mean, it could just simply be, you know what, you just saying I've had enough, and I'm going to put up some boundaries. I'm actually going to ask for a clarifier on this 6 of Cups. I want to know what's the memory that the both of you are perhaps remembering differently. What's the event or the memory that you both are perhaps remembering differently? You got the Star in reverse. This is a card of Aquarius. So obviously some of you might be Aquarians, but this person could be an Aquarius as well. Got the Star in reverse though. Can't help but see it. It's in reverse in my camera. It won't be when you see the video, but to me it's reversed, and it just looks like rats. Rats. Like somebody being a rat. I don't know. Oh, maybe they told on you. Maybe they revealed a secret. They ratted you out, right? They told a secret and it just destroyed something, right? This is a card of wish fulfillment and healing. It's a major arcana and it came in the reverse. So there's something here that it just really hurt. They're not telling you what the actual thing is. I'm actually going to pull one more of the Lenormand. What's the actual memory? What's the actual thing that happened? Can you tell me, Spirit? You got stars again. Isn't that crazy? Falling star. Falling stars, falling asteroids, they destroy things, right? You got the Gentleman and the Stork. So it's almost like the stork brings, what do we think of when we think of storks? We think of pregnancy, we think of carrying something important, an important package, the Gentleman here. So it's kind of like maybe they took an idea, like a creative idea that you had, and they used it as their own. I'm not really sure. It's like it's not absolutely clear, but all I know is that like the fact that Star came out twice for you, that's something that you were looking forward to. Maybe this is somebody you were trying to build something with, right? And they decided to go in a different, they decided to take something and like fly away in another direction. It could be divine masculine. Take it as it resonates. What is your soul connection? How are you connected to this person? You got the Four of Pentacles in the upright and the Ace of Wands. So this is somebody who holds on very tightly to their assets, to their possessions, their money, right? But see how he's like almost, it's kind of gross, but there's like a centipede crawling on, like he's falling into quicksand, essentially. And instead of trying to reach for something to help himself, he's reaching for this money. It's like the only thing that's important to him is like his money and his assets and his things. Clarified by the Ace of Wands. So aces are normally gifts from spirit in their suit. So it's like a brand new beginning and a spark of creativity or inspiration, right? So there's something here where it feels like a karmic relationship. It feels like somebody that is here to teach you lessons, and you're here to teach them lessons, perhaps about collaboration, right? This can represent an idea. So when I was just talking now about maybe somebody took your idea, right? Took it and ran, or tried to. How about that? They tried to, and they fell in quicksand. Didn't work out for them. Now they could be having regret, looking back on something and just wishing that, can we rewind? Unfortunately, no. What is your advice from Spirit? Ten of Wands in reverse. This is the card of a heavy burden. I just heard cross to bear. Cross to bear. Clarified by the Sun, best card in the deck. Spirit's advice here is you're very close to allowing this person to kind of blight out your sunlight and your warmth and your generosity of spirit and your uniqueness. In the last reading I did for the fire signs, I saw this as wildfire smoke, literally blighting out the sun, right? Just covering up that life force energy within you. So your advice from Spirit is to release this heavy burden that you've been carrying regarding this relationship, this karmic relationship. The fact that this person is still on your mind, they did you dirty. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your reading. Somebody did you dirty, at least in your perception. Maybe not in their perception, although I kind of think they know. But in your perception, they did you dirty. And they were just after the money, or just after their name and lights, or something like that. And Spirit is saying there has to be a place where, or there has to be a time where you make the decision to release this so that your beautiful light can shine once again. Let me ask for a clarifier on this Ten of Wands Sun connection. Okay, you got 5 cards that jumped out here. The King of Cups could have been a Scorpio energy. King of Cups is somebody who keeps their emotions very close to their chest. But they're on the up and up. This is in the upright position. So maybe this is you kind of making your, entrepreneurial re-entry into the world after something was removed. The Knight of Pentacles. I mean, Knight of Pentacles is usually a very solid energy. But I just see this guy, seems a little cocky the way he's lighting his cigarette and thinks he's on top of the world. 4 of Cups. Somebody who is, this is a really really creepy card. Four of Cups talks about somebody who is just apathetic, at a loss, kind of ignoring the possibilities of a new cup of love, cup of opportunity, cup of friendship coming in. There's apathy there. Seven of Cups, confusion, illusion and confusion. There's so many things so many directions I could move into. Page of Wands, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to step forward from this, right? So this is definitely talking to me about like really recapturing your power. Like you are you're no novice. This page energy, you're trying to jump into something with a renewed sense of interest, but you gotta recapture like who you truly are, which is a very loving, generous kind of look at isn't this insane? So where is this guy standing? He's standing like in a marina, right? In a marina, in a harbor. So maybe you're the baller with your yacht. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, but it's like getting back to yourself. Kind of not allowing this character to... Sometimes we can allow people to have power over us. They might not even know it, but our anger and resentment keeps us there. So Spirit is really advising you to just get back to self and radiate light. Be the light wherever you are. Be the soul of the place and your present space. Have a carefreeness about you. This isn't the only idea that will cross your mind. Quiet your mind so that you can hear those ideas and channel those ideas yourself from Spirit. So that's your reading, air signs. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please hit the bell notification so that you can be updated every time I post a new reading. Thanks, air signs.